Welcome to Stay Safe Journal, the only corporate journal which focuses on keeping employees safe, whilst commuting to and from work. During these times of rising fears of crime, we increasingly see news reports of violence on our streets. And despite the fact that most of us will never be a victim of a violent crime, the fears grow, not just for ourselves, but for our kids going to school, or elderly loved ones, living alone, who tend to spend more time watching TV news, and whose fears can be more intense, causing them to become more recluse, and fearing venturing out, which only worsens cases of loneliness. The issues of crime, for one's personal safety, or a family member, can create immense anxiety in some people, which can deepen into depression. This can be very distracting for an employee, and the loss of concentration at work can lead to mistakes, or even accidents, with the associated costs. Others spend company time on the telephone, cancelling credit cards, or speaking to the police. And all the while, company work is not being done. Some employees live in, or have to pass through, areas deemed high crime, in order to get home at night, only adding to their stressful feelings. A Unison survey of nurses found that 68% of them feared using public transport to get to and from their shifts at night, only adding to what is already a difficult job. If a similar survey was held across other industries, it is highly likely the results would be the same. And this is the purpose of Stay Safe Journal. We want to keep employees safe from crime. And we also want to reduce their fears. We do this through simplified explanations of criminal behavior, which Stay Safe Journal provides. The shocking March 2021 murder case of Sarah Everard was widely reported on. However, if we put those emotions aside for a moment, we can consider what was not reported. Miss Everard had a job. She had responsibilities. She would have had paying clients, who were dependent upon her, for their own business projects, and to service their own clients. Despite being sympathetic to Miss Everard and her company, these clients may not have been able to afford the delays. From a business perspective, which I accept pales in comparison to the tragedy of Miss Everard's death, the resulting business disruption would have been another tragedy for others, in the form of financial losses and a possible loss of their business reputation. But one does not have to be killed to not get to work. There are many negative issues which affect people every day. If the catalytic converter on your car is stolen, you will fail to make that important delivery or make that vital sales meeting. It is in the best interests of any company to ensure the safety of their workforce, even when outside the workplace. That might include commuting, weekends off, or vacation periods. They need their workers to get back into the office on Monday morning, or disruptions commence, and losses mount. Furthermore, companies sending employees on business trips, be that for sales, or conferences etc., either within the UK or overseas, are responsible for their safety, under duty of care legislation. Stay Safe Journal helps the readers understand criminal activity, and how victims are selected. With this knowledge, they can adjust their behaviors, and those of their families, and reduce their risks of victimization. It takes 8 or 9 minutes to read each issue, and absorb the content. What is more, instead of drawing fears from the news, it allows the reader to better understand it, and cut through the sensationalist noise. Readers also discuss the contents over lunch or coffee, which allows them to discuss the safety measures they are adopting, instead of the standard fears they are feeling. We cannot currently stop crime, but we can attempt to understand it, and if we understand it, we will not need to fear it.